Imagine walking among us seemingly normal individuals who possess a chilling personality disorder that's often associated with serial killers, psychopathy. This is not a plot pulled from a suspense thriller. Rather, it's a stark reality of our complex human society. Psychopathy, a term that sends shivers down our spines, is a personality disorder that's both fascinating and terrifying. Psychopathy is often characterized by persistent antisocial behavior, impaired empathy and remorse, and bold, disinhibited, and egotistical traits. It's a topic that's been extensively researched, yet remains shrouded in mystery due to its complex nature. But why does understanding psychopathy matter? Well, it helps us comprehend the kaleidoscope of human behavior, and perhaps even the darker corners of the human mind. Imagine for a moment the world as a giant chessboard. You and I, we're the players, trying to understand and predict our opponent's moves. In the grand game of life, understanding psychopathy is akin to knowing a particularly elusive chess piece's potential moves. It's intriguing, it's daunting, but above all, it's vital for our understanding of human behavior. Now, you might be wondering, how does one identify a psychopath? Well, that's where things get even more interesting. There exists a test, a tool, if you will, that can potentially identify psychopathic traits. But like any tool, it's not foolproof. It's not a crystal ball that reveals a definitive truth, but rather a mirror that reflects certain aspects of personality. This test, much like the subject it seeks to understand, is surrounded by curiosity and intrigue. It delves into the realm of personality traits and behaviors, providing insights that can be as enlightening as they are unsettling. It's a journey of self-discovery, an exploration into the human psyche, and a doorway into understanding one of the most enigmatic aspects of human behavior. So, what exactly is psychopathy, and more importantly, how can one identify it? Stay with us as we delve deeper into the mystery of psychopathy, unravel the enigma of the Psychopathy Personality Test, and explore the intriguing world of human behavior. Psychopathy is a personality disorder characterized by persistent antisocial behavior, impaired empathy, and bold, disinhibited, and egotistical traits. It's a term that often sends a shiver down the spine, conjuring images of cold-hearted, manipulative individuals, but it's much more complex than that. Delving back into history, the concept of psychopathy has been studied for centuries, evolving from early theories of moral insanity to modern psychological research. Key characteristics include a lack of remorse or guilt, superficial charm, grandiose sense of self-worth, and pathological lying, among others.
Yeah, I will. Just...
You liar!
Take, for example, someone who consistently manipulates others for personal gain, showing no remorse for the emotional damage caused. Or perhaps an individual who displays a charming facade, only to reveal a lack of genuine emotional depth beneath. These instances offer a glimpse into the world of psychopathy, shedding light on a misunderstood facet of human behavior. Now that we have a basic understanding of psychopathy, how can we identify it? This is where the Psychopathy Personality Test comes in. The test, also known as the Hare Psychopathy Checklist Revised, or simply PCLR, is a diagnostic tool used to rate a person's psychopathic or antisocial tendencies. People who are psychopathic prey ruthlessly on others using charm, deceit, violence, or other methods that allow them to get what they want. The term psychopathy might evoke images of axe-wielding murderers, but in reality, not all psychopaths are criminals. Some manage to channel their need for stimulation and risk-taking into high-flying careers. But how do we identify a psychopath? It's not as simple as a single definitive test. The PCLR test is based on a 20-item symptom rating scale that allows qualified examiners to compare a subject's degree of psychopathy with that of a prototypical psychopath. It's a complex test that uses a combination of factors to score individuals on a continuum, just like height, weight, or intelligence. The test consists of 20 items. Each of the items in the PCLR is scored on a 3-point scale with a rating of 0 if it does not apply at all, 1 if it applies somewhat, and 2 if it fully applies. The scores are used to predict risk for criminal reoffense and probability of rehabilitation. However, it's crucial to remember that this test is not a standalone diagnostic tool. It's not meant for self-diagnosis and should not be used to stigmatize or label people. It's a tool used by qualified professionals to assist in the assessment of individuals suspected of having a psychopathic or antisocial personality disorder. While it's a fascinating tool, it's important to approach the psychopathy test with a degree of caution. It's a tool, not a crystal ball. A high score might indicate psychopathy, but it doesn't predict destiny. As with any personality test, the results should be interpreted with discretion. Are you ready to take the test?
I think so, yeah. When?
Remember, answer honestly and bear in mind that this is for educational purposes only. As we delve into the psychopathy test, we'll present a series of questions designed to uncover various characteristics that psychologists associate with psychopathy. These questions range from inquiries about your interpersonal interactions to your lifestyle choices. Each question should be answered on a scale of 0 to 2, with 0 indicating disagreement, 1 for partial agreement, and 2 for full agreement. It's crucial to note that there are no right or wrong answers here. This test is a tool to gain insight into different personality traits, not a definitive diagnostic instrument. Engaging in this exercise is about exploring the fascinating world of psychology and understanding the nuances of human behavior. So as we navigate through these questions, remember to stay true to yourself and answer as honestly as possible. Now let's find out what your answers mean. Each answer is assigned a certain number of points. This scoring system is designed to quantify traits associated with psychopathy. As you tally your points, remember, this test is not absolute. It's a tool to aid understanding, not a definitive diagnosis. The scores typically range from 0 to 40. Those scoring under 5 might be considered to exhibit few or no psychopathic tendencies. A score between 6 and 20 may indicate moderate psychopathic traits. A score above 21, however, could suggest strong psychopathic tendencies. Now let's delve into what these scores could indicate about a person's personality. Lower scores might suggest a person who is empathetic, conscientious, or uncomfortable with harming others. Moderate scores could indicate someone who is charming, manipulative, or indifferent to others' feelings. High scores, however, might be associated with individuals who are callous, deceitful, or lacking in remorse. Now that we have our scores, let's look at some real-life examples. Psychopathy traits can manifest in various aspects of life. Take, for instance, a high-flying CEO. They may score high on the psychopathy scale due to traits like fearlessness, focus, and lack of empathy, which can be beneficial in cutthroat corporate environments. On the other hand, someone in a caring profession like nursing may score lower, exhibiting empathy and concern for others. It's important to remember that psychopathy is a spectrum, not a definitive label. But before we make any conclusions, let's consider some ethical considerations. It's crucial to remember the limitations of this test. Though it offers intriguing insights, it's not a definitive tool for diagnosing psychopathy. The complexity of the human mind cannot be reduced to a single test score. It's essential to consult a professional for a comprehensive evaluation. Moreover, ethical considerations must guide our conversations about psychopathy. Misinterpretation or misuse of these results can lead to stigmatization. So what did you discover about yourself? A psychopathy test is just a tool and not a definitive diagnosis. It's a fascinating lens through which we can explore the human mind, unraveling the intricacies of behavior and personality. Throughout this video, we've delved into the enigma of psychopathy, journeyed through its history, and dabbled in the psychopathy personality test. We've seen real-world examples and learned about the moral considerations that accompany this field of study. Now it's time for reflection. Ponder over your test results, but remember, they do not label you or define your destiny. They merely provide insights into certain aspects of your personality. And what about psychopathy? Has your understanding deepened? Has it sparked curiosity or perhaps even empathy? Remember, understanding psychopathy is a step towards understanding the complexities of human behavior. So keep exploring, keep learning, and we'll see you in the next video.